you and your person are in separation or no contact, or you've been kind of like on again, off again, and you're in more of like an off again period right now. And honestly, neither of you is happy about it. You are both feeling very torn up inside over this. I woke up this morning with this song, Tearing Up My Heart by NSYNC in my head. And while I am a millennial, if that wasn't already clear given the side part situation, I literally did not know if that song was by NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. I know you can come for me. It's fine. I get it. I didn't know though. So I had to look it up, and I've spent probably 40 minutes this morning listening to the song on repeat, just really trying to channel in here, because this reading is channeling in a kind of a unique way. You and your person are such mirrors of each other that you are both feeling this tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I still feel it too. It's like you aren't sure. Do you feel better when you're together, or do you feel better when you're apart? Because neither one feels exactly right now. And that's what's coming through with this reading, is this very complicated mixed feelings, but I think I got it sorted out for you. Please definitely use your discernment to know that this reading is for you. I am also just getting some initials, and it's interesting also, they are kind of coming in segments. So it was KLM, actually even JKLM, BC, FG, and then T, which was kind of on its own, okay? And for some of you, I also think even somebody going by their initials might be significant. This collective is channeling all genders, all sexualities, so don't get too caught up in who's pictured on the cards and stuff like that. It's really about the energies, okay? So I am getting that when you are in your healthy state with this person, you really can feel safe to receive and really clear-headed, and this is a wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, the Empress and the King of Crystals, and really there is a very beautiful, positive connection that is possible in this relationship. So I was trying to understand, with the possibilities of this connection being so beautiful, what's getting in the way? And I'm seeing that you are very much mirrors of each other, and this is a spiritual connection with the Justice card as well as the Hierophant. I do feel like sometimes you have a hard time, each of you do, okay? Have a hard time hearing the other person's truth. You get so caught up in what your own feelings are saying with the Star card, and then you're not able to hear the other person's feelings. I feel like a lot of times maybe you even share your feelings in a way that's attacking both of you, and the communication breaks down a lot, and you both feel like you're victims of the situation with the Eight of Crystals, and you have a hard time really seeing things from the other person's perspective. It's always okay, but they did this to me, and then you don't always act in your best self because you're kind of reflecting back what they did, and they're reflecting back what you did, and you're not really seeing each other for the truth, and you're not able to articulate your actual feelings and your actual thoughts in a way that's not blaming and putting things on the other person. And this is an area where you both need to work on your communication. I had cut the deck and seen that yes, the separation with the Five of Stars can definitely come to an end with the Tower. So I was asking okay, what do we need to do to make it come to an end? What I'm seeing is that in order for this relationship to move forward, you both actually need to take responsibility with the Emperor. The Emperor is about responsibility. You both need to take responsibility for the ways that you communicated with the other person with the Page of Stars that were hurtful. You both did things, okay, with the world. Neither person is solely to blame. I am seeing with the Six of Wands that if you each take responsibility for your part, that you can move forward and have a balanced, loving connection. And again, because if you take responsibility and you are mirrors for each other, the other person is also more likely to take responsibility as well, and you can kind of progress this into the higher level spiritual connection that you are supposed to have. So I want to be really clear, especially as I am a trauma-informed intuitive tarot reader and spiritual coach, I want to be super clear that this is not an abusive relationship. So if you were in an abusive relationship, this reading is not for you. Please use your discernment. Something else that's coming forward is extremely important for this connection is that there needs to be healing both individually and within the connection, okay? And so if you are in your trauma healing journey, you need to do some individual healing, but there's also healing to be done in the relationship. And that's really what I'm getting with the Two of Stars, this balance between healing as one and healing each individually, healing together and healing as each individual. I'm also seeing with the Six of Crystals that you are going to need to kind of let go of some of the baggage that has accumulated through the on again, off again, or the periods of hurt that you've had in this relationship if you want this to move forward. I'm also getting in your communication. You have to pause and listen. This is a lot about not just reacting. You need to listen and respond. I'm also getting with the Five of Cups, this kind of comes back to what I was saying before, that you there is hurt in this relationship, but you both had parts in it. And so you are going to need to address that hurt, but release it. Like, let it out, and not in a way where you're trying to bring it forward. Again, release that baggage. You can't let this like keep you stuck with the Hangman. You need to release it, but you also can't just like sweep everything under the rug. But again, this is where you take accountability. And so you have to be very careful and choose very specifically how you're going to handle this, and be very intentional with your communication so that you go to the right cups here with the Seven of Cups. These are going to be emotional communication experiences for you, and you need to be prepared for that. But again, you can end this separation. There is a lot of love between you still. I am seeing like there is so much romance still between you with the Knight of Cups, but there's a lot of trauma with the Three of Crystals, and heartache and heartbreak, again, that you both are reflecting within each other's. A lot of it, I think, is you're kind of touching on each other's childhood wounds and attachment wounds and other relationship wounds that are coming up, and a relationship can heal those wounds in some ways. The only way to heal some relationship wounds is in a healthy relationship, but there's also individual healing that needs to take place. But I am seeing that like if you can both heal within yourselves with the Ace of Cups and then bring that loving energy forward to the other person, this can be an extremely healing relationship, and it can result in this, like I was saying before, this like victory with the Six of Wands we saw before and the Four of Wands. You can really be like together, and like this can lead to the long-term commitment that you might want, but it has to be where you are forthcoming and truthful about your part, taking responsibility about your part, and communicating clearly about your emotions with the Seven of Crystals. That is going to be where the way to like rebirth this connection. If you just go back to the way it was before, it's not going to work. It needs to be where you are truly healthy mirrors of each other with the Six of Stars, again kind of reflecting the Justice card we saw before. So that's the key to making this be this like wish fulfilling relationship between the two of you, and it can be really, really beautiful, but you have to take responsibility. I know it can be really hard to determine if a reading truly is for you, so if you want to dig in more on what's going on in your connection, head to the link in my bio. I do offer personal tarot readings. I also do go live on TikTok and do readings there as well, so you can follow me so you know when I go live.